The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Hello everybody, this is Captain Dennis of Squalus Marine Divers. Today we're diving off in New Rochelle, New York on a charter boat called the Moontide. We're going to be diving a shipwreck called the Maine, which is a steam ferry that got stuck up against these rocks with some ice, and they kind of got into more trouble than they had hoped for, and they had to smash the ship up because it was a hazard of navigation. And you'll see what it looks like at a whopping 11 feet down here today. So we're going to get in and look around and see what we can see. We're going to be very close to the bottom because, like we say here at Squalus Marine Divers, the viz is what it is. Bunch of starfish down here. I wonder if the ship was carrying starfish. And our first piece of wreckage. The current's moving a little bit down here, and we've got a little bit of surge, which is making it really sporty. At least to film, anyways. Now this ship is, right now we're in 11 feet of water, so we've got a lot of ambient light, which gets a lot of plant growth, and there's also a lot of mussels here, and that's pretty much covering all the wreckage, so it's very difficult to discern what's what. A lot of things that I thought were big stones were actually pieces of ship. Pretty much the whole bottom down here is wreckage. You can see here, fish like to hide in the wreckage. And there's some big pieces left sticking up all over the place. You can see on the bottom there, the little bit of orange. Basically, the whole bottom is ship. So there's big flat pieces of steel, like this one, all over the bottom. Lots of large pieces of the ship just shooting up from the bottom. So if you were to bring your boat in here, you better be real careful because it's very skinny water. And one of these big pieces could do a number on your prop if you hit it just right, if you hit it at all. See here how the wave action is just surging the water through the ship. As I was saying earlier, all the bottom is pretty much ship. So here you can see there's little areas where you can actually go underneath the decks. Look around in there. As we're swimming along, we come across this guy. Made the Maine his home. A lot of people say I can't take the lobsters if I wanted to. Well, look, I can grab them, no problem. I know how to handle these better than most folks. I work with them all day. No eggs. So we're all set with lobster, so we're just going to let this guy go over on the wreck. Put him down. He turns around pretty quickly. Well, you're free to go, bud. It's another large piece of wreckage. And we're going to work our way east alongside of this piece. Goes up pretty high. We're going to round the other side, head our way back to the dive boat. But we're going to check out the bottom of this piece of wreckage just to see if we can see anything. This piece is slanted over me pretty good, so it's really an overhang, I guess you could say. So, not much down here. Just some starfish and some mussels. As we come up towards the top of the wreckage, we can see what looks like railing, or more than likely the ribs of the ship that are kind of exposed. Now, these big pieces of steel are what's going to meet the bottom of your boat if you're not watching. Some more ribs. Well, we've pretty much come to the end of our dive, so we're going to make our way up to the Moontide. We'd like to thank the Moontide for taking us out diving down here in New Rochelle. And we'd also like to thank Captain Mike's Diving Services in City Island, New York, for scheduling the whole thing. If you'd like to check out more videos, you can do so at squalusmarine.com, and we look forward to seeing you underwater. Until the next dive, I'm Captain Dennis.